hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Island Tea, right here with Media SKN. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning. That means it's Hump Day. We're live here in the studio on February 16th, 2022. It's a pleasure to be here. Looking forward to today, Jade.
Indeed.
Definitely looking forward to today. It's still Black History Month. Hope you guys are running around and feeling the Black Pride.
Yes.
I think that there's a bunch of I've been seeing a bunch of schools doing a bunch of little projects to educate and also just kind of get the kids interested in Black History Month. So I'm all for that.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe there's more that we can do, but
Small
wins, we take them.
Yes.
We take them.
Indeed.
How are you doing, Jade?
I'm okay. Can't complain. How are you, friend?
I am doing well. A bit tired, but other than that, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Nice,
Let me
nice.
see. Shoulder a little tight. Could do them a little massage. So anybody out there who has such skills.
Oh, I haven't had a massage in ages.
Jade,
But I've been one.
that is a travesty, Jade. You
I
need to
know.
work on that. Your birthday coming up. Let's see if you could fix that.
I doubt it.
We got to the end of the month. We're at the end of the month.
Oh, yeah, I forget. The whole month is my birthday, no?
Yeah. And no, on a serious note though, if you are human with limbs, muscles, and so forth, the regular anatomy of a human being, massages should just be required. You know how people do like haircuts and showers and so? Massages should be a part of your routine. Now, not as frequent, but it should definitely be a part of your routine. I'm telling you, Jade,
Must
it's
be nice.
necessary for multiple reasons. Not just to make your muscles feel good and such, but just the relaxation, those few moments of pampering. Definitely something I believe should be
I
a
agree.
part of person's regular routine.
I agree,
Once a month,
friend.
something.
Something, just to make yourself feel a little, I agree.
Yeah.
But, so, let's see what's happening today, Azim.
What's happening today?
On this beautiful hump day.
Hump day.
And let's start with your usual COVID situation report.
On tea time.
So, as of yesterday, we've had 3 confirmed cases in the last 24 hours and 9 recovered cases, which brings our total active cases to 68.
We have broken the 70.
We're getting there, you know?
We're now down into the 60s.
We're getting there, friend. I mean, last time when I said we was getting there, we went back up to 500 and something cases. But, you know, we'll try not to repeat that.
It was like 1,000 something cases.
Listen, no, it started at 5. When I started panicking, I was like, crap.
I remember having this conversation with you. When we got down to like 5, I was like, Jade, when number it is, you're gonna start panicking again. Jade was like, maybe like 100. Boom, next day.
Bye.
The next day. But yeah, I think because of the type of symptoms that's been displayed with this last what do you call it?
Wave.
Yeah, this last wave and this last variant.
Mm-hmm.
I think moving forward, people are definitely not going to be as fearful.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think this variant played a big part in people's perception of the disease, fear of the disease.
Even though we had deaths, people weren't as, finicky.
Yeah, it's not to say that it's still not a dangerous disease and something that can be fatal. But I think because of the symptoms that people had, people are a bit like, what people say, I have corona, that was like a bad flu. Oh, I had corona, that kind of way. So, but I do think it's still something that we need to respect.
Yes.
We still need to respect. I just want them to decide that some of these protocols that we have in place, they will recognize how unnecessary they are, particularly as it relates to the vaccine. Yeah, you be starting to really feel like a money plan to buy.
Listen, people been saying it.
Yep.
People been saying it.
I mean, people and people in charge might not like hearing it, but it ain't our fault, man. It ain't our fault. It look like a money play.
And listen,
Like we ain't gonna control over the optics. We just looking on.
Facts.
You think we're gonna start seeing labs sponsoring fets?
With the amount of money they make, they should.
With the amount of money they stand to make from the feds.
They should.
Oh boy, yo, why I can't fall into a jiggy hustle like this, man?
I know. But yeah.
I gotta position myself for whatever the next global thing is, man.
We can see it coming this time, and we're gonna be prepared.
It gotta be a global pandemic. It gotta be something.
This one ain't gonna catch us off guard.
Like what? What can we like? I don't even know. I got some ideas in the bag, but who knows? Really risky. You one of them people who don't Google like side hustles?
Yeah, it is YouTube, Google. I have a book home.
With side hustles?
Yeah, I just need to actually go through the book.
That's one that you think that you should probably try knock out.
Not saying that on here.
Okay, fair enough.
Y'all ain't gonna side hustle my side hustle.
Oh boy, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how how they adjust. I'm not surprised, but I'm really disappointed in the fact that I'm not hearing less and less about the need to have vaccination for things like travel.
Wait, what?
So I'm disappointed that I'm not hearing more about more chatter about taking off the vaccine requirement for travel.
Traveling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm looking at some of these countries and they're already doing away with their vaccine mandate. So it's probably coming soon.
No, I don't know, because at the same time, some countries doing that, some countries heading down the exact opposite direction.
Situations are different there.
Not really.
Well,
The same vaccine, same result, same.
They must not, yeah, they must not friend. They must not why they're doing all of these things.
Yeah.
I just trying to see what the end goal is and how we're gonna move forward. That's all I know.
I mean, like I said, the problem is that it's starting to look like the optics are starting to look like Baha'is money. that's the sad part about it. And the optics could definitely be wrong. But like I said, we ain't the ones controlling.
We ain't in charge of nothing.
Yeah, we're in charge of nothing.
But ourselves and the show. That's a lot.
We're barely in charge of myself.
Well, small wins again. Small wins. Speaking of in charge of and control, let's talk about the fact that the traffic lights, which were supposed to be on since, what did they tell us?
Long time.
Okay. Are not on, but they have an explanation for that. Hope it's a good one.
Well, people have been asking, I suppose.
Yeah. They just been there covered down with black plastic.
Some
the
garbage bag.
longest.
Hey, them there garbage. Watch here. Somebody got to tell me where they find them garbage bag.
Boy,
They
them
buy.
they're strong, you know?
Them garbage bag being through like 3 tropical storms.
And not a move, not a flinch, not a rip, not a tear.
Run.
Them the garbage bags I want.
Yeah, by rain, sun,
Sleet.
by everything.
Snow.
Everything and garbage bag done deal with by.
And ain't moving. So, let's see what it says. Deputy PM explains delay in traffic lights.
You've been explaining all day,
operations.
by.
Boy, the gosh on. This must be explanation too. So, the traffic lights are to be commissioned following a visit by an engineer from Jamaica, says the Honorable Sean K. Richards, Minister responsible for public infrastructure, posts, and urban development. Several lights were installed throughout Bastille and the capital's outskirts and have yet to be commissioned. The areas include junction of Wellington Road and Dickinson Street at
Everybody
the
know
gas
them,
station.
baby. Everybody know them.
Maybe know this. Anyway, the last listed Bird Rock and Bay Road intersection needed additional work as slip lanes for ease of traffic were being undertaken.
Lovely.
People who have traversed that intersection would observe that the road has been widened and asphalted. Sure. However, the slip lanes have not been illustrated physically to show the change in traffic protocols there. During the Prime Minister's press conference on Thursday, January 9th, Minister Richards updated the general public about the traffic lights. I say to you that on March... Stop. I say to you on the 5th of March, we have a traffic engineer who arrives on island from out of Jamaica by the name of Mr. Kwass. When he comes on the island, the expectation is that the traffic lights will be commissioned. However, I want you to note that there is one exception. We're still navigating some issues relative to the traffic lights at the junction of the Newtown Bay Road and Bird Rock. Minister Richards said he is not certain if the issue in that area will be navigated before the engineer arrives. However, if the issues are not rectified, he said, all the other lights will be turned on shortly after Mr. Kwass arrives, except for the junction at Bird Rock and the Newtown Bay Road. Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, really and truly, personally, meaning never show these things, eh? But
I mean, you know.
I mean, the money has been spent.
Yeah,
and again,
we
I'm
can
not.
see them.
Yeah, and I'm not a traffic expert.
Not a
They
me.
might actually be amazing.
Hopefully.
What I running from is the coming off Port Zante.
Well, I think that's one of them mentioned. Let me see. That's not the Newtown Bay Road and
No, the one they're talking about is one up by
cross by the gas thing.
No,
The
no.
Newtown Bay Road. I know one cross by the gas.
Jay, they're talking about the one up by Cash and Carry. Boardwalk Road and Newtown Bay Road.
Oh, I thought these two traffic lights they're talking about.
No. They're talking about the one up by
by KFC area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one up by Cash and Carry by Best by Boardwalk.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you can mention like because you know it is you're supposed to come off Port Zante and now let's say you're leaving on the east side of Port Zante, so that's the one just out here by the sands.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be able to turn left into town.
You'd have to.
Maybe that's only when a cruise ship in. I don't know.
Why is it wacky here? Because all of this here sound like a bunch of confusion.
Yeah, but I mean, when already know when you come off on the western side, that is the one in front of Rams on the Bay Road, KFC area. You could only turn left. You can't turn right.
Yikes.
Even though there's a lane for turning right, but they've since changed that.
Somebody needs to educate the public on where they can't turn on from when they could turn.
And then the other thing gonna be, well, I guess the yellow line's done down, right? The yellow line's done down for most of these places, because once you have the traffic lights, then there's no parking.
Yeah, you can't park.
Yeah. So, I think most of the places they already put on the yellow line, so the parking.
Boy, the man dropping yellow lines like nothing in town. You hear? They put a yellow line in front of my dad's office. We was like, what?
Yeah, that's the little stretch in between Church Street and College Street, got right?
Yeah, man.
On Central Street. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, more yellow line to come, I could tell you that.
Boy, the land of yellow lines. You get in there.
Yo, and then the other thing what bother me too, and I tired cuss about this. But hey, we here. So I'm gonna hate again. There's lot of reserved spots up and down town.
Oh.
But everybody important in St. Kitts, yeah? Everybody important.
Not me. Me ganon.
Everybody important except the actual customers and so. You got all these reserved spots and no reserved spot. Like the reserved spots is for the important people who work at the offices. But the people who come in there to do business, well, I go sucks out.
Go down Port Down to go pay $5.
Park Booby Island.
No, go down Port Down to go pay $5.
Things are weird. That's one thing I realized too. Sing is going too much important people. Sing is going too much important people. Sing is not got VIP for free show.
Bye.
This show free? What mean you got VIP?
Yeah, because there's certain levels to this freeness.
Hey.
There's certain levels to
Sing
this
is
freeness.
an interesting place. Then you got VIP, me and P. It's no too much regular people coming in the VIP, so they got VVIP now.
Yeah, man.
By 2024 you got 6 V's. Then just call it VIP.
You're stupid.
But hey, saying it's got too much important people. That's the thing. Trust me.
Yeah, they love a good VIP here for sure.
Saying it's got Jade.
All
Over the place. It's just one load of reserve. I said, but who these people be?
Well, Witty don't tell you.
Say that again?
Witty don't tell you.
Yeah.
Witty say, what? This spot's reserved for people who don't work regularly.
Yeah, well, I know, because half the time they're free.
But I can't park there. But you can't park there.
Bye.
So you go, friend. So it down. So it go.
Yeah, sort out the doctor them. Never saw you walk. Come early. Sort out the doctor them. Because them they just go and come and they need to be able to get in the office and thing. As a matter of fact, but maybe not in the doctor them. Because the truth is the emergency them happening up the hospital. Or parking up there.
Yeah, man. Thank God. Thank the Lord. So another interesting thing that I saw yesterday was that a former Spice Girl is now a tourism ambassador for Nevis.
Wow, imagine that. Imagine that.
I have some thoughts, but let me read this first.
Go ahead.
So, former Spice Girl Mel B named Nevis Tourism Ambassador. Which Spice Girl was Mel B? Scary Spice? I think she was Scary Spice.
She was Scary Spice?
I think so.
Okay.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like she was Scary Spice.
I can't remember all of them. Sporty Spice, Scary Spice. What the other ones was?
I know. I remember them too.
I suppose I remember Sporty Spice. After you got one of them named Scary Spice, you remember any of the others?
No.
Exactly.
I really think she was Scary Spice. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Former Spice Girl Mel B is one of 4 tourism ambassadors named by the Nevis Tourism Authority for 2022. According to a statement issued by the NTA, Nevis ambassadors are projected to showcase the island's tourism offerings from their own unique perspective via editorial content, social networks, and interviews, among other platforms. Mel B's appointment to the Tourism Authority said is one of many initiatives meant to raise the island's profile as a holiday destination. The father of the former Spice Girl was born on Nevis. She visited the island as a child and again in 2019 when she returned to pay respects to her grandmother who died at the age of 107. Commenting on her appointment, Melby said, "I feel incredibly honored to be asked to be an ambassador for Nevis. Nevis is not just part of where I come from, but it is part of who I am. It is my dad's home country and it is still the place where so many members of my family still live. For me, this is a huge deal. I'm excited to know more about this beautiful island and I'm excited to share that knowledge with the rest of the world. I want to put Nevis on the map." Chief Executive Officer of the Nevis Tourism Authority said, "We are proud to call Melanie a vision. From her success as a Spice Girl, both musically and the difference she made in society, to the wonderful work that she is doing with the Women's Aid, and now she is recognized as a MBE. She is a true inspiration to all." The other tourism ambassadors named by the Nevis Tourism Authority are luxury travel writer Ava Roxanne Stritt, journalist Brian Major, and actress Nikiva. The ambassadors' followers can look forward to being alerted to iconic island events like the Nevis Mango and Food Festival, highlighting the island's favorite fruit, the Nevis St. Kitts Squash Channel Swim on March 27th, and Culturama, the island's annual summer carnival.
So that part.
So I feel like, right, we should start actually making people who has not just some sort of ties via family, but people who actually live and breathe in Nevis, an ambassador. And I have a good example of one person that I think should have made this list. Guess who it is?
No.
Sunshine.
Okay.
Sunshine, I feel like, is somebody who has worked diligently to put Nevis on the map. When you think of Nevis, one of the places that often comes up in any conversation without fail is Sunshine's. And he is not just locally known, he is internationally known for what he has done with this beach bar. So I don't understand why we can't start including people who have actually sweat and toiled in Nevis to make something as great as what he has. An ambassador? Like, I understand, like, Scary Spice, she's a celebrity and whatever. But Sunshine is also a celebrity in his own right. So I just don't understand.
Yeah. No, I totally I agree with the the sentiment. But first, like, I don't like, just say it's not like I don't have a problem, like you say, with,
No, I don't have a
like,
problem
because
with...
I think that using these people's platforms and allowing them to and gaining access to their fan bases and the people that they the people that interact with their content. I think that's a cool way to do it. I think that, well, let me say, I hope that there's targets. So for instance, when you give people these kinds of names, then that contract should come with certain benchmarks and ways where we could quantify and qualify, like, exactly the job that you are expected to do. So you just get a title and then be like, oh, thanks, and then that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Right? So there needs to be, like, hopefully that is the case. There's some sort of targets. What I, however, would like to see is more cultural ambassadors, particularly people involved in music. I would have benefited from cultural ambassador programs from other countries where I would have gone on tour with bands. I could speak specifically to Anguilla, who would have made a particular band I used to work with. Ironically, the lead singer of the band was from Sandy Point. But he was living in Anguilla at the time. and they funded multiple tours, even so much paying for the tour bus and stuff like that. And they were this is something that is not unique to the Caribbean. I mean, the city of Miami made Pitbull. They pay. I think it's $1 million a year. They pay Pitbull.
Pitbull rich off of that alone.
Yeah, I think it's $1 million a year. They pay Pitbull. And all Pitbull has to do this contractually. I think all he has to do is every time he performs is big up Miami. So literally, he just wrote a song and said, "I'm going to Miami." I'm going to
Oh my gosh.
No, but there's a reason for that.
Yep.
It's proven that it works. Now, for instance, with the tour that I was on, there were several things that were put in place to really try and highlight the island. So there was a bus wrap. So, and I didn't understand just how effective that stuff is. So the tour bus that we were on, it was paid for by the Anguilla Tourist Board, and so they were the ones who rented it for the length of the tours. And they had the bus wrapped, so it was wrapped. It was designed and wrapped. The back of the bus was beautiful. The beautiful white sand beaches of Anguilla, different sites. And I remember how much of a conversation piece that was when we would pull up to rest stops. We'd park up by the hotels, and without fail, people would just come up to us and be like, "Oh my God, where is that?
See?
Oh my God, where is that?" I think it was very strategic as well, because I remember one tour in particular, we toured in the winter. No, and then of course we tour in the winter and we tour in all the cold. We toured Minnesota, like all them Colorado.
All them good places.
And it's like, imagine walking into a show and it's like negative 12 degrees outside.
Nope, can't imagine that, friend. You're on your own.
It's like negative 12 degrees outside, and then the band plays, and then while playing, they're telling everybody about the white sand beaches, the sun, the fun times, the resorts, all these things about the impact that I have on people.
Yeah.
As they stand there in their oversized hoodies.
Thinking about, I could actually escape this.
And they would give out, and then also we were given like pamphlets, brochures, stuff like that. And I remember speaking to a representative from the immigration department who said that even like some people would show up at immigration with the pamphlets that they got from the show.
Oh, nice.
On tour, and they'll be like, "Okay, I hear now where this place is.
I
need to go here. Where this place is."
Yes, there's
and
so
that,
many
and
effective
yeah,
ways.
you see at Miami Carnival, there's a lot of up and coming acts from different islands. All those they're sponsored by the governments and tourist boards of these countries. It's not like Miami Carnival just decide, we want this up and comer that No, you have one contractual agreement. Invite people to the island.
Yeah, and I agree.
That level of influence, you can't pay for that kind of exposure.
No.
Is impossible.
I feel like we're too stuck in our ways when it comes to tourism. Like we feel like these big billboards in a random spot.
I don't talk about the billboard. So.
Yeah, I feel like it's time to implement some other ways.
But yeah, I think that's what this is. Like that's the thing about it, I think this is yeah, I think this is an evolution of marketing in relation to how we market the islands here.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't have a problem with the thing. I don't have a problem with the
No, I don't either.
Like the travel journalists and stuff like that. These people are very influential in terms of influencing people.
Well, that's why they're travel journalists.
Yeah, in terms of where people go to vacation and where people go to visit and stuff like that. So like I think it's very strategic. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. And the fact that she has actual local ties, I think that's cool as well. So big ups to her, big up to the Nevis Tourism Authority. But yeah, we need to
we still got some.
empower some locals as well.
Yeah.
I mean the truth is though, like we talk about Sunshine and stuff like that, and he's well known and he's built up his name and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess depending on the goals that they're looking for, they're gonna focus on certain types of people.
Okay. Well, let's take some calls to hear what the callers have to say because the phone line's been going crazy. Okay.
Oh, hopefully that is still. No, let's try this one. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up? Oh, that's a caller. But callers, feel free to call back.
Yes.
Accepting calls now, so.
Yeah, y'all was just ringing on the phone.
Yeah.
Y'all can call back now.
Don't call back now, man.
I know.
But yeah, it can be interesting to see exactly how much mileage, and I mean it's very hard. It's gonna be very hard to quantify the impact, but. It's possible too. It's possible to do it. Might not be straightforward, but we could do it. Good morning, caller. You live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning, Jade. Good morning, Adam. You guys are so on point with this subject. When I heard this announcement, my first reaction was, who are these people? What do they know about Nevis? That was my first reaction. In response to Jade's comment about Sunshine, wonderful, great suggestion. Sunshine is already playing its part out there. I recall a couple of years ago I went to Orlando to my son's graduation, and we went to Bahama Breeze for lunch right after. And there I was sitting looking at a menu, and on the menu, on the drinks menu, it said Nevis Killer Bee. And I asked the waitress, I said, what's Nevis Killer Bee?
I know the name of this
trying
restaurant.
to figure out what she knows. I said, where's Nevis? Where's that? What's Nevis Killer Bee? She knew nothing to tell me. She knew nothing about Nevis or Nevis Killer Bee. My point simply is, we need to use our people. We got people like Deli Ranks here with Nevis songs. You have so many other people who've been in the tourism industry all their lives who could represent Nevis. And, while I understand maybe their strategy might be these people can bring us into Nevis into avenues where you wouldn't normally see Nevis, we need to stop bypassing our people and give our people credit who are able to go out there and sell Think It's Nevis, our own people. So this subject, oh boy, I could talk about this all day. But anyway, we need to touch with our own people to sell Nevis. And who could sell it better but our people who know about Nevis?
For sure.
Have a good day, guys.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that like I said, I think these people they could learn about Nevis. They could they could be brought, they could enjoy the place and then share it with their followers and the people that they impact and stuff like that. But there's something to be said for persons who just have a pride, being from a place, being patriotic within themselves, just doing it because.
Yeah.
And supporting that. Like I said, I really like the idea of cultural ambassadors because I've seen it. I've seen the effects of it. I've benefited from some of those programs in some of the other islands. So, yeah. But good morning, caller, live on Island T.
Good morning, Tim and Jade. How are you guys doing today?
We're fine.
We're doing good.
Okay, I think I didn't need a job promotion. But anyway, speaking of Sunshine, I'll give you an example of how big this guy is that a lot of people don't think. A few years ago, I was traveling on an American airline on a trip, and they used to get these magazines on this thing called American Way. And going through the magazine, I come across an ad there with Sunshine, a picture with him and his son, and talking about his restaurant in New York. I mean, when you look at that, you're talking millions of people. A little ad in the magazine, and that goes a long, long way. So sometimes you don't need, certain big things like that put tons of money into. Sometimes a little ad will go a long way, depends on where it is placed. That's all I have to say for now.
All right, man, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, I always made it a point to go through the
magazines on the
the
planes.
magazines on
Yeah,
the
me
planes too, and just to just to see what's going on. I mean, the idea behind that is people who travel will probably travel again. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely
so there's a big percentage of those people who are on those planes who will be looking for somewhere to go next. You know, and put in the idea that hey, perhaps this place is a place to go. It probably goes a long way.
I think it does, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does. Let me see what time it is.
Even though with that, I don't know how popular that is now though. I think it's becoming less and less popular as persons start becoming more and more attached to the devices.
Oh.
People download the Netflix shows, and so when they reach on the plane, they
you
just
know, would it
watch
be
Netflix.
good if when you enter the plane, well, you could use your phone on the planes, but when you enter the planes, once you're allowed to use it, there's something that prompts like a window that just prompts something with information.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. So once you however, I don't know how they're gonna work it out, but just something.
I think aliens would charge ridiculous amounts of money for that. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, my people them going to Canada right now. Me didn't want to tell you how much it is for like a one-way ticket.
By traveling
to Canada. Right?
Listen, them pandemic prices need to come back, okay? But let's take one more call before we move on.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning, folks. I'm good. I just want to throw a spoke inside here, not diluting anything that anyone else have said, but just add to it. But the thing is that there's nothing beat a personal experience. When someone comes to think it, and they become a repeater, and they get in touch with anyone and they talk to anyone, you have what you call free advertisement. Those people speak of their experience. And their experience, nobody could deny or beat because they say, I've been to think it, I've been treated fairly well, I enjoy the views, this is what I did. And somebody say, how many times have you been? I cannot stop going. The island have embraced me. And so when they speak to that, those people who hear those people speak from an evidence part of view, they will be one who's going to keep coming and they're going to bring others with them. So as long as you do a good job here, it's all showtime and get the job done and do what we have to do. One of our only problem is, our main problem, we, the powers that be, never see it fit to have someone from Think It head of the Department of Tourism. Do have a good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much for your contribution, sir. Appreciate it. Big time. Appreciate it.
Yes, but let's move on to some good news.
What's happening?
So, woman cured of HIV with new transplant method involving umbilical cord blood. So, hold on.
I don't go check Dr. Sebi.
They said allegedly they killed him, so we can't check him.
They take the man to court for lying about curing AIDS and had to drop the charges. Yeah, what do you think that means, Jade?
They lied. They just as in when everything is a money thing, you know. Yeah, everything is a money thing. As in they don't want somebody to just come in here and take away the millions and millions of dollars they could make off of medicine. You crazy?
All right, well, tell us about this new procedure.
Development. So, a woman has been cured of HIV using a new transplant method, marking the third person to be cured, according to the New York Times. The method involves umbilical cord blood, which is more widely available than adult stem cells and doesn't need to be matched as closely to the recipient. Researchers spoke about the method at the conference on retroviruses and opportunistic infections in Denver, and discussed the woman who was given the aforementioned cord blood to cure leukemia from a partially matched donor plus blood from a relative. So she had leukemia and AIDS? and HIV? Yikes. The fact that she's mixed race and that she's a woman, that is really important scientifically and really important in terms of community impact, said AIDS expert Dr. Stephen Deeks of University of California, San Francisco. Deeks, who was not involved in the research, said such stories provide inspiration to the field and perhaps the roadmap. But he doesn't expect it to be common. Across the world, 73% of nearly 38 million people with AIDS are receiving treatment, and bone marrow transplants are usually offered to people who have tried all other options. The two other people have been cured in the past were men and had received bone marrow transplants from people who had a mutation that blocks HIV infection, which has only been identified in about 20,000 donors. Both men suffered serious side effects as a result. Well, damn. Dr. Jinmei Su, hope I pronounced that correctly, probably not. The new patient's physician at Weill Cornell Medicine said the woman who was diagnosed with HIV in 2013 and acute myelogenous and leukemia in 2017 left the hospital 17 days after her treatment as her relative's cells combining with the umbilical cord blood seemed to have made a difference in dealing with side effects. Experts are not clear on why cord blood stem cells work well, but think such cells could be more capable of adapting to new environments per Cohen van Bissen, director of the transplant service at Weill Cornell. Umbilical stem cells are attractive, Deek said. There's something magical about these cells and something magical perhaps about the cord blood in general that provides an extra benefit.
I mean, congratulations to them and to her, of course. But the thing what has upset me about these kind of stories, right, is like, we've been telling you all this, you know?
Yeah,
Like, we've been telling, like, I have several friends who on discussion with their OBGYN, right, about delivering their babies and wanting to keep the umbilical cord attached to the placenta. Like, when the doctors tell them no, they can't do that, and then they ask, okay, then cool, could we be responsible if they tell them no? They had home delivery. I have several friends who have done that.
I don't understand why they keep saying no. Like, we there's clear medical advantages to having this procedure done. So why are you telling people no?
Not even procedure. Like, the baby, like...
It's something that it comes with the baby.
So all of my friends, they ended up having home birth, and they kept the baby attached to the umbilical and placenta. I think it's after 3 to 5 days or whatever it is. All those stem cells continue going to the baby, you know. So they continue to go to the baby, and then eventually it falls off.
Yeah.
Right? And I keep saying, like, I feel like this is what's supposed to be happening here.
I mean, probably.
I feel like this is what's supposed to be happening. Maybe feel we're supposed to be cutting off this thing here.
I honestly feel so too, but you know.
Like,
we're in charge, so
when the Africans them telling them what to do all the time, they just don't take it on, and then they're like, oh my gosh, look at this, look at what we discovered.
Discovered? This is not a discovery, sir. This is something that's been happening for ages. Y'all just not listening.
They've been telling you themselves there is magic.
Yeah. Clearly, because you know what's so funny? They use these same stem cells in plenty of research to cure all type of things.
They're growing limbs with stem cells, different from the umbilical cord stem cells. But yes, it's the same, yeah.
But yet, when the baby is born and we ask to keep these important things attached, they say, no, you can't do that.
I don't even understand why they don't let you keep it then.
It's mine.
That's the whole point.
Like, I literally blew this in my stomach.
Like, what would be interesting? What would be interesting is, like, where they get these umbilical cords from? Like, the people know that the umbilical cord just cures somebody AIDS?
That's a good question. That is a good question, friend.
Yeah, but guys, go check out Dr. Sebi.
Yeah,
check out Dr. Sebi. I have friends, even one young lady here who has, let's say, reversed her diagnosis just by changing her diet and taking the supplements as prescribed in his works. So I have several friends, but one girl right here
particularly.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the hardest thing for her, apart from, of course, she cutting certain foods out of her diet, was paying the customs to bring in the stuff them.
Bye.
Bye.
Just don't even, anyway.
Bye.
Ooh, that is a whole other
Can
discussion.
we get a reduction on medicine, please?
I mean, you would think that would be something that
Like vitamins and supplements and them things. We could get a reduction on them things.
You would think that would be implemented.
We
like,
need to talk
long
to
time.
Iceland about this.
Yeah.
See if that is part of the policy that they
Hopefully, because it's ridiculous trying to get medicine into the country.
Bye.
Like, we're already sick.
I just wanted a detox the other day, and I'm at the chat before the detox. I was like, what are you really doing? Like,
yeah.
why is the percentage on this so high?
How is health important, but it's very expensive? Like, it can't be both. You can't expect people to try to live better and eat healthier and do all these things, but then they can't afford it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, some of the things that we need to stop, eh? Like some of the things we really need to stop. Okay, see, when I say need to stop, this is one thing that was very interesting. That's very interesting to me. Every time I go to the store and see moringa tablets, it just be like,
but we got
moringa back in that's like knocking dog all around the
we
island.
literally have plenty of moringa trees. Just
Wait, is what's your name, man? Went and just plant
and in
up all
just
the
random places.
plant up the moringa trees by, but she's just saying, and they need to name something after.
Yeah, I need to find
Is
some. though.
Telka Francis that do it? Telka Francis, I think, you know.
I don't remember.
Just went and just plant up moringa all over the place.
But I need to find a tree.
She needs to be a national hero.
Well, plenty of people needs to be, but here we are.
I think it's Telka Francis. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Yes, I was inspired by Telka Francis. She really started it, and kudos to her. I planted those, what we call the agro strip today. I'm unfortunately known as Africa. I don't know why they chose to call it the agro strip. Okay, because persons who applying their trade, their agriculture, it promoted the, persons who sell provisions. But I prefer to call it the Afro strip. Talking about stem cells, you all would have been familiar with Henrietta Lacks, the immortal genes of Henrietta Lacks. That was a breakthrough, a scientific breakthrough in terms of science and biology and all things of that nature. And from that lady, she was from the Baltimore area of Virginia, and it was those research was carried out at the Johns Hopkins Institute, Medical Institute. And from that, it took off because her went, all the scientists of the world requested those cells. So they multiply and multiply and multiply, and the Russians, the Chinese, the Indians, the Japanese, all of the scientists crave after those cells because it was such a breakthrough. Since then, we know. And you did put a plug for Dr. Fabi. Yes, I'm vegan, and I will advise all persons to, except that it is so expensive, and we need to really, how can we reduce the cost, the freight rate cost, or what have you? How can we collaborate now that we are the 6 regions of the African continent? Because those multigrains and the teff and all those grains that are found in Ethiopia and Nigeria and other parts of Africa that we're not so accustomed to over here, we need to get access to them, for them to be a part of our diet today. Yes, our bodies can be healed.
Right.
And the like. So thanks for listening. Thanks for the information.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Buy
listen,
the cost of food. Shit.
ridiculous. Azem, it is so ridiculous. Every time I try to go to go to the supermarket to just do a little shopping, and you look at the prices,
A
like,
little shopping ain't got names on no more.
like, how are you? What is going on with the cost of food in this country, man?
Dude, how is it that I gone in with a half full hand, like one of them little hand cart, and my bill is almost $200. Like the thing about it is, I think when people start talking about eating healthy and the price, a lot of times people don't understand what's really going on here. Okay, for me, I haven't been eating meat, right? And so I reconstitute my portions differently. I reconstituted my portions because what used to happen was most of the thing on your plate would be like some starch, some carbohydrate, like rice or pasta, right?
Typical. So
and then what we do, then you have the meat, the protein, right? And then your vegetables is like a side. You see what I'm saying? Which really and truly the vegetables is supposed to take
the main.
It's supposed to take the main.
But it's because of pricing. It is easier for you to get full off a starch than to get full off a vegetable.
I'll give you an example. When I started eating more and more vegetables, right? The portions that my mother would cook for the family, right? Really and truly, that's my portion here.
See?
Like, because everybody is eating it as I said, say put 2 florets of broccoli and some carrots. It's almost like as if it's a token part on the dish. Like, we got to put something green on the plate.
Or orange.
Yeah, green or orange.
Sometimes a pop of color, you know.
Yeah, pop of color. It's just like it's like an accessory, a little accessory, right? So when I started like eating like more vegetables and spinach, all these kind of things, and so I recognize the pot that I cook in. My vegetables for me personally is more than the rest of my entire family was eating. Yeah.
See.
But what that does now to my to my grocery bill?
It is ridiculous.
My grocery bill now is insane. Most of my money goes into food.
Yep.
Easily.
Same.
And it don't matter.
Easily.
And even if you're cooking, like if you're buying food, well buy. If you're buying food, you better be a millionaire.
Buy it.
But even if you're cooking, man, it's rough, man. It's rough.
Trust me. Every time I have to go grocery shopping, like I just dread it. I mean, you need to eat, you need food, but boy,
I ain't got the size of land I need to sustain myself.
Listen.
Right? Like, I don't have that. I don't wanna. Like, yeah, I could plant some green peppers in there and thing, but I'm gonna have to buy some at some point.
Yeah, it's not like you could just go everything you want to eat. That's not how it works. That's not feasible. One, we don't have the yard space. Two, we have other factors to deal with. Like we have monkeys that just roaming all over the place, eating your things before you even get to eat them.
Jade, farming for yourself is a full-time job, yeah?
Yeah. So when people say, just grow it, no. You ain't think we don't think of that. You ain't think at our big age that's something that we thought of. It is not as easy as just growing it. Yeah. If it was, we all would have done it.
Yeah. And like the caller, one of the things the caller said there too, there are a lot of things that we don't have. Actually, it'll be funny to me how some things will just come up hot and quick in certain places. Like the hot thing right now is turmeric. Everybody talking about turmeric now. Turmeric is a usual seasoning in especially Eastern countries, right? They have known the same thing moringa. Moringa in African countries, moringa is just like, they don't use it for everything, right? When we get it here now, all of a sudden, everybody on this thing.
I know you can't find it.
But no, you can find it here. You just got to pay for it now. The amount of money they're charging for these things, man.
That's what I'm saying is like you cannot have it both ways. You cannot want people to focus on the health and eat better and do all of these things when you're not able to provide the necessities that we can afford. It is very difficult for us to say, okay, well, we're going to eat with veggies and with fruits and all of these things. When we have budgets, especially in a pandemic when people barely able to earn, how are we going to eat? By the time you don't buy your vegetables, you can't pay your electricity bill.
Yeah, just go to certain places, right? You would see the price for a bottle of water and the price for one of those drinks that have in literally just water, sugar, and yellow. And you see why people making the choices that they're making.
Yeah. Water, sugar, and yellow, boy.
Water, sugar, and yellow, that's all in it. That's all in it, nothing else.
Water, sugar, and yellow, indeed.
Alright. So people are making a healthy choice.
That is so funny. $30. Imagine that, $30 for a pack of grapes,
Jade, that day is my life. I had to buy to tide me over for the rest of the week. I had to go buy two bags of grapes.
So you spent $60 in grapes.
One of the packs was 20 to 15 and the other one was like $19. So
yes, Gawain, we know the current bill got to pay. You want to hear electricity?
Gawain, somebody from Skellig need to go check out up Gillard up Gillard's housing development. The whole area there, the voltage high. I check the voltage there, the voltage is like between 137 and 140. I imagine up people things. I know they went up there to check it before, right? But it seemed like something wrong. And talking to some of the people in the area, it seemed like is a problem. So yeah, like if you could let somebody know about that, please. Greatly appreciated. I said Skeleton Man last night to you about when I started to talk about Skeleton. He say, hey, I'm 35 days vacation, you know. Call the office.
Come talk to the man that went the man off. Right.
I see one of the man. I say, yo, I got
No.
He say, yo, what can I do? I say, bye, cool, bye. But up by Gillard's, I say, hey, call the office. I have for 35 days. I ain't going back till next month.
The man will call the office man. Time and place.
Oh, boy.
I like how he hit you that quick. Not today. Because listen, when you work in certain companies, right, and people recognize you from these companies, they care what time it is, you know?
Yeah, bye.
It could be 8 o'clock in the night.
It don't matter.
And you just walk water department. I would be pissed too.
No, but the waterman them does get it rough too.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
The waterman them does get it rough. I could tell you that. Because if water gone, you know who the waterman be. Every village got the waterman, right? Mm-hmm. But he ain't what there.
Waterman, the electricity. Did you say?
Speaking of which, talking about people seeing you and recognizing you. Yesterday I went into a particular grocery store. The same time I was buying the grapes.
Oh dear.
Ironically, the same time I was buying the grapes. And this woman was there and the woman watching me. The woman was checking me out. And the woman just sliding me grapes across the little scanner thing. And she ain't even looking down at that, you know, she just watching me.
Like.
She said, Mr. Is the man to be on the radio in the morning? I said, it depends.
But that's why they hit them with two, you know?
You like what the fan on the radio they be saying? She said, I want to ask you. She said, it gotta be you. I know your voice. She said, the girl who be on the radio with you, please to tell her. She just watching me and scanning the thing. Please to tell her that I loved everything y'all was saying up until she said that thing about Scorpios. Tell her don't play the Scorpios, you know.
Oh, Lord, I got to watch it. Should I try to jump me?
The woman literally said, don't let's go come for. I said, but miss, all they're doing is confirming. She said, I don't care. I'm sorry,
enjoying. Scorpios. I'm sorry.
Enjoying the show.
Please don't gag me. Please.
She said, no, condom is really the most Scorpios.
I apologize.
The
I take it
Scorpios,
back.
they went wild.
I take it back, okay? I apologize. I spoke out of term. Please find it in your hearts to forgive me. Don't meet me on the road and push me down, please.
Bye, yeah. So, bye. Apology. So, you know, go back there, I gotta let her know that you apologize.
Yeah. No, she probably hear it. Man.
Bye.
That's how I just answer people when they ask me the same question, like, thank you, Witty. Thank you. When they say, your name Jade? It depends.
It depends.
What is the next statement? Yeah, because you can't just be like, yeah, and the next thing you know, they push it on. No. You got to figure out where this is going.
Yeah.
Remember, we've been accosted a couple of times. There we had to be like, what happened in here?
Yeah. Where you going with this?
Yeah.
Sir? No, man. Win FM? Who?
What's a radio station?
Oh, Jade, tell the people I'm condoms. Hey, at some point, Jade, we're going to have a serious discussion about the diminishing returns of condoms.
What do you mean? Wait, let's take a break first, because I feel like...
Jade is a serious topic.
I know, that's why I said let's take a break first. Let's take a break first and come back in with why you feel like this is an issue.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Right here on Island Tea. Stay and stay.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib. It's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Get your property properly covered today. Constructing your dream house or considering renovating your property? We will make sure your property is properly covered at Guardian General Insurance. Yes, at Guardian General Insurance, we will ensure that your property is properly covered with our private dwelling and contractors all-risk promotion. Visit or call us today and get affordable rates, premium financing arrangements from now until March 31st, 2022. We will properly cover fire, lightning, explosion, thunderbolt, bursting or overflowing of water tanks and apparatus pipes, burglary, theft or larceny, impact by road vehicle, riot, strike or malicious damage, hurricane, earthquake or volcanic eruption, flood, collapse due to subsidence of landslip, loss of rent, cost of temporary accommodation, and much more. So get your property properly covered at SL Horsford and Company Limited, local agents for Guardian General Insurance today. Special terms and conditions apply. Call today at 869-465-9355 for further details.
Good morning. Same thing I just said. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Island T right here on Win Media SKN, where the people on the live are discussing the profitability of the drug trade.
Yeah, because this is where we're at in society now, where we have to think about how drugs are cheaper than food.
Yeah, man.
It's actually cheaper to buy weed than buy food.
Yeah, that's true.
Weed can last you for a whole week. The food can last you for 2 days.
Right.
Oh my God, we need to fix it. We need to fix it. And I'm not saying raise the price of weed. The weed price is fine. The food price is the problem.
The food price is the problem.
Yeah,
I need to come down.
Yeah.
Okay. But you really wanted me to go in the middle rant just now?
Yeah, because I want to be talking about.
I think that we need to really look at the condom programs that we've been putting out there. Whether it is you go to the health centers or whether it is the ones that give out like on some of these promotions that the health department give out, or even, well, I don't think it's the education department, but I know there's been times when, like, you know, there's you know, talks at schools and so on, they'll make them available and stuff like that, right? The issue I'm having is that for some reason is the wackest condoms ever.
Yeah, them what is
I don't know. I don't know whether there'll be no brand.
Yeah,
what it does be,
that's not helping the problem, you know.
It's like somebody literally recycling a raincoat. Right? Thick and tight. And the problem with that is, and nobody don't want to talk about it, but I can talk about it. The problem with that is twofold, Jade. Because now you're trying to encourage young men to protect themselves as they should. As they should. But here you are, giving them an implement that totally kills the experience. So imagine you got a young boy, right? who is trying to do the right thing. He's now, of course, over 18, perhaps 20. He's waited. He found this young lady who he's in love with, and they've been toying with hey, perhaps we want to share this experience together, right? And he knows when I was in school, my guidance counselor told me, my teacher tell me, I hear Jaden as a man of age talking. Condomize, be wise. So this is what I'm going to do. And here is the guy. He goes, gets one that he's been given from one of these programs.
Yeah, man.
And then the man now gone into the experience with his beautiful partner who he intends to marry.
Indeed.
Of course.
Yes.
And the man's like, wait, this is it? This is what everybody been going on and jumping up for?
No, that's not it, buddy.
And then he goes, let me see how this thing go without this thing.
And then no.
The clouds part, angels start singing.
And now they're pregnant.
Diminishing returns, Jade.
Listen,
diminishing returns. I tired ask. I tired ask. Why is it? I tell you, they had this thing in this square time, right? They're giving out condoms. Great initiative. Until you see the condoms. Until you see the condoms.
Oh dear.
It's like, what's supposed to do with this? Put it on my foot and trek through the forest?
We said they give you winter socks.
Bye, me manners with them there. So what happens is, young people that walk about me want to use these here.
Yeah.
Me want to use these here.
And the thing is too, they also have this stigma attached to buying certain things. Like, I feel like when it comes to buying condoms, buying Plan Bs, buying pregnancy tests, it's very
Yeah, it's taboo.
People feel weird about going to the pharmacies or to the stores and actually getting things that they probably should get.
Not probably, they need to get.
They need to get, yes. They feel like, they're going to be looked upon as a certain way, so they just don't. So we need to switch that. We need to flip that and we let them know that it's okay to have safe sex. Condoms sell in stores. There are plenty of different options. Find what fits you best.
This is my thing, Jade. This is my thing.
Condoms aren't one size fit all.
If you are going to give out this thing the whole point should be after the talk, because like we discussed the other day, it's always not always, but most times it's accompanied by some type of education, some kind of education as to the importance of using this thing. But it should be something that people want to use.
Yeah.
It should be something that people want to use. That's and I think because a lot of times this may be the first. Let's start the thing, Jade. A lot of times the first encounter or the first time a young man might use one of these implements, it probably wasn't his. He didn't probably go to the store or the pharmacy or whatever to buy it. It's one that was given to him by either an older brother or uncle or somebody in the square.
Somebody in the square.
Somebody in the square. A lovely young lady in the square gave this to me. Right? You don't want that to be something that then discourages him from using them going forward.
Nope.
So just give out good things.
Yeah, let them
give out good things. I hope the minister listening here. Them no brand things where y'all get from Paho.
Yeah, let's upgrade them a little bit, man. Lord.
Yeah, them things I just get from WHO and wherever they get them from. I just back them there somewhere here. Cause them they're doing the exact opposite of what y'all want them to do.
Indeed. Somebody said, "Hi, where are you from?" I'm from Sweden, but moved to LA. Hi, new person.
What that is on Twitch? This person listening on Twitch?
Yeah.
Hey, well, to all the Swedish people listening, good morning. Big up yourself. Let's see what this person here said. I'm kind of scared now. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up? Oh, Mr. Call. Let's see what this person saying. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Oh, missed that one too.
Oh, they're calling back. Good morning. You're on Island T. Hopefully. What's up?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. Now I'm listening to your conversation. You have me here laughing because if you are getting this stuff free, what do you want the people to tell them? Come and try on and see if you like it. You're getting them free. If you don't like how they feel, then there's a pharmacy. Go and buy your own and find the one that suits
That
you.
is where you talk about the program, you know, Jade. Clear.
It's not like a lot of people have a phone where they come on and make a woman go on in there, try that one, see if it fits you good. You have a good morning.
Good morning.
That's a valid point.
No, it's not a valid point.
It is clear.
No,
so
because see, the point of the matter is, right? We are here encouraging you to use this because we believe this is the best path forward.
Yes.
The problem is, it's like imagine somebody telling you, right? It's like somebody telling you, what would be a good analogy? Imagine somebody telling you, right, to eat spinach. Mm-hmm. Spinach is good for you, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I could go on the tree, pull up the spinach, and give it to you to eat, right? Or I could cook it down in some nice sauce, put a nice little thing, a little salt, a little pepper, steam it up and give it to you.
Yeah.
And that might encourage you to then try spinach again. Mm-hmm. But if the first time I eat spinach, you know much people don't eat things because the first time they tried it wasn't no good.
Yep.
That's what kind of with the condoms. The first time they tried the condom is like, but this
is why I want to be with my crazy.
Unless, okay, you know what? I wasn't going to go down this road, but should we
done down here?
Should we done down here? I'm going to go down this road. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. Mm-hmm. The protection, a lot of times, is the furthest thing from the mind. You know one thing that can trump the protection, Jade?
Oh. The experience?
No.
Oh.
Well, the experience, but if this thing is contributing to you, not... It ain't even just about the feeling. People feel like, a lot of times people go, oh, the feeling, no. Mm-hmm. You know a man running from, Jade?
What?
The embarrassment.
What?
The embarrassment
of what?
Of perhaps not remaining strong for the task at hand. You understand where I'm coming from? That's really what it is, Jade.
Unfortunately, I do.
The thing cutting off your circulation. You can't... It's hard to do, Jade. It's hard to do physical activity without proper blood flow, Jade.
Oh dear.
So imagine this thing, right? Putting in a position where questioning whether or not you can. You understand?
Perform. To the best of your ability.
Yeah, Jade. Imagine
female condoms then.
We have a track star in coming up in a second, right? Mm-hmm. Imagine, right? He has to go perform, and the tracks that they give him too tight. It's going to affect his performance. You know what he's going to do? He's going to either get another pair of tracks or you're going to run barefoot. And a lot of times, man just out there running barefoot. Man out there running barefoot, Jade.
Well, you need to buy a bottle of lubricant to go with the condoms.
All I'm saying is, if you want to encourage people to use these implements, then give them a good high quality example, because it's not like to say we're giving you every day, no, but we're introducing you, we're putting it. You don't have no excuse. Here it is.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Don't give me a Rams plastic bag.
Stop it.
I should, look. Y'all don't have to listen to me. I just feel like it's something that need to be said, and hopefully people take heed and listen.
I think so. I think they will.
Diminishing returns.
Yeah, everything you're saying is true. Everything you're saying is true. So
I'm telling you.
Can't be upset at that at all.
Okay.
But let's jump into one last thing before we get into our other segment.
Mm-hmm.
It is an update to the Prince Andrew sex abuse case.
Quality Cosmo. Yes. You know what, Cosmo? A society that has to now put all these other things in place to deal with either high health costs for all the people them they have to treat with the sexually transmitted diseases or
children.
Wayward children.
Yeah. That costs more than condoms, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Spend the extra 15 cents for the Trojan, man.
Because then they're going to be an extra 15,000 for the child. So, Prince Andrew to settle sex abuse case donate to charity.
Of course, you got to put some charity in there.
Yeah, man. Britain's Prince Andrew has agreed to settle a lawsuit filed by Virginia, who said she was sexually trafficked to the British Royal by the financier Jeffrey Epstein when she was 17. The deal, described in a court filing Tuesday in New York, avoids a trial that would have brought further embarrassment to the monarchy. It calls for the prince to make a substantial donation to the charity of his accuser, while saying he never meant to malign her character.
I agree. I don't believe he said anything that was wrong there.
Attorney.
You believe you think his intentions were to somehow discredit this lady? No, he didn't. His intentions was to have a good time. Yeah.
Well, you see how a good time this cost? We just talked about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We just.
I know how you build by.
Attorney David Boyce, who represents Virginia, informed the judge presiding over the case in New York that a settlement in principle has been reached and lawyers on both sides will request a dismissal of the lawsuit within a month. A lawyer for Andrew did not immediately return a message seeking comment. The letter signed by Boyce said all lawyers were asking the judge to suspend all deadlines and put the case on hold. Virginia sued Andrew in August. The American accused the British royal of sexually abusing her while she traveled with financier Jeffrey Epstein. Andrew has strenuously denied Virginia's allegations and attempted to get the lawsuit tossed. Attached to the letter by Boyce was a statement that read, Virginia and Prince Andrew have reached an out-of-court settlement. The parties will file a stipulated dismissal upon Miss Virginia's receipt of the settlement, the sum of which is not being disclosed. Prince Andrew intends to make a substantial donation to Virginia's charity in support of victims' rights. Prince Andrew has never intended to malign Virginia's character, and he accepts that she has suffered both as an established victim of abuse and as a result of unfair public attacks. According to the statement, Prince Andrew acknowledged that Epstein trafficked countless young girls over many years and said the prince regrets his association with Epstein and commends the bravery of Virginia and other survivors in standing up for themselves and others. He also pledged to support the victims of sex trafficking as part of demonstrating his regret. Well, you know.
But the sad part about it is when this thing came up, of course, everybody, like, not everybody, but there's a lot of talk, like, they can settle out of court, she looking money. So a lot of people now say, no, she gave what she wanted, right? But one of the things I feel like don't ever get discussed in these types of discussions is the age of consent and how that plays into these types of, like, scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
Like, something a lawyer might need to highlight me, like, is it because the age of consent changes from place to place. Now, does that play into, like, how that work? Like, let's say he, like, someone has a sexual encounter with a 15-year-old, right? In a place where 14 is the age of consent. Then obviously there's no issue there. There's no issue there.
Unless it wasn't consensual.
Well, no, we're talking about that's where the age of consent come in.
Oh, okay.
Right? So, like, how does that work? Like, for instance, the reason it was interesting for me in this case was these islands where these people were, where the age of consent was in these places.
No idea, friend.
As a matter of fact, different states in the US got different. I think Pennsylvania is 14, you know. What are you looking like that for? And that's the thing. That thing where you just do is the thing that made this so interesting to me. Because, like, some places 18 and everybody, and all of a sudden 18 is just like, okay. Some places is 16 and then 16 is kind of like, okay. And some places is 14 and then 14 is like, okay. But if you live in a place where they tell you it's 18 all the time, when you hear 16, people watching you like, what? But then if you live in a place where it's 16 and you're 14, you go, what?
Yeah, no, that's true. Age of consent does play a big role in a lot of things.
I mean, I just interested to know like how that plays into. Because remember we had this conversation. Do you believe like Epstein was the only one that was doing this thing?
But no, you're crazy.
Do you believe that there's other islands around?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just ain't come out.
Exactly. So what if you just have this island in a place where the age of consent is 14?
There probably does have a place where the age of consent is just 14 on an island where people go to have sex with kids. That's why they go to like these country. These really.
You mean the sex tourism places and stuff?
Yeah, that's why they go to these countries because they know. That's why a lot of sex offenders go to these countries because they know it is not illegal for them to get a young girl to have sex with. Boy, we live in a mystic world, but you know.
But that's kind of like what we asked them to do, isn't it?
Huh?
That we asked them to adhere to the law.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Uh-huh.
But if we are saying that this girl at this place, even though she was okay with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
At 16 here. But you say she could have some. She needs to be protected, right? She needs to be protected. Then why is it that persons in this particular other place don't need that same level of protection?
That's what I was just about to say. Not because it's legal that makes it right. A lot of things are legal and they don't necessarily mean that they should happen.
That is it, and that is the point that we need to land on.
Yep. A lot of people don't have the moral compass, so that's why they take advantage of certain things.
But at the same time, I think it's because we have to then strike a balance between protecting people and allowing people to have some choice and say, and not totally control people's lives.
Yeah.
Right. So it's about trying that, like finding that balance, and I think that is a very hard balance to find.
Boy, especially in the world we live in now, boy.
Yeah, that's why you don't miss a good crisis, because then we're able to sway things in certain directions. Like all of a sudden now it's okay for me to just walk for some random guy at a bar to ask me for some point of my health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are allowed access to certain places depending on your vaccination status, not depending on if you're sick.
I for hungry.
Nope.
I just hungry, brother. I just want a burger.
Nope.
I just want a burger.
Are you vaccinated?
Who are you, sir?
Then no burger for you.
Who are you, sir? I'm just a random guy. So I need to tell my medical history.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then you can't get your burger as that's not how life works anymore.
Bye. Turns out here. But yeah, that's the thing, is trying to strike that balance. We have time for like one call?
Yeah, one call and then that's it.
Yeah, one call. Alright, good morning caller, 11 LNT. What's up? Oh. Caller. Good morning caller. What's up?
Yeah, man, good morning, man. How are you?
Morning, I'm doing well.
Yeah, you see how this Prince Andrew situation played out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a joke, man. When you're high profile and you got money, this is where it goes. So where my question to you is
she didn't have to accept it, right?
Yeah, I got you, but my question to you is where is the criminal charges? Where's the criminal case? Why only that lady stand trial in a criminal case, but he ain't. You know, the girl, more than likely that girl was underage when all these sexual acts was happening. And, you know, like the question and what you was talking about is the age of consent comes into play, but I still ain't heard nothing about that during this case even. So it was this was just all about money or what, you know, and we put it out there just as that what it is. That's all about money. And then now they're going to close the chapter on this case, and that's it for this. You know, who else is there to prosecute now? Nobody else, right?
Well, I mean, I think what we have to remember is that persons are gonna have their own definition of justice and what it is they need. Like, if she is the victim, then she will decide on what she feels comfortable accepting. Yeah, because if she
accepting, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not going to be the one here who's saying, "But she should not take the money," because maybe that's not for me to decide. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. We want the ones that went through the ordeals.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, have a good day, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Why? I mean, a lot of times, I mean, we say it here too, and we see it here a lot. Like sometimes you hear, oh, they make up the case. Or they pay somebody some money and thing like that. And
well, if that's how they want to solve the case, that's how they solve it. We can't decide what's best for the victim. The victim can decide what's best for the victim.
Yes, that's true. I think what happens though is that we also then have to acknowledge that, hey, there's no such a chance for the same act to happen to somebody else.
Yep, that is true.
That's the sad part about it.
Very true.
That's the sad part about it. But again, I ain't telling nobody
what
they should accept and shouldn't accept, and
how to deal with their trauma.
That's
them. But yes, they have to also think about the fact that if you decide to accept some type of money and this person doesn't have any real consequences, they are open to be able to do this again to somebody else.
That's one. But the other thing also remains true. If this because a lot of people see this as a way to get free money now.
And that's another thing. The real victims don't suffer because people gonna be like, oh, I could just say some rich man with me and they gonna get money.
It undermines persons who would have are the case of persons who would have really been victimized in some way.
Why this ticklish? Meanwhile, we have people out there running up and down just raping people for real with no consequences. But that's for another day. That is for another day. That is
anyway, Jed, the thing getting heavy.
Yep.
So let's take a quick break. Ease a little bit.
Breathe a
little bit. Because I'm really looking forward to this next segment.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, guys, we are going to be right back with more Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere.
Taste the real Fruta, enjoy the real Fruta, refreshing juice of every day. Whoa, Fruta, drink the real Fruta, your favorite Fruta, the natural taste is Fruta.
Your favorite fruit has got a new skin with real juice within. Drink the real Fruta, enjoy the real joy.
Taste the real Fruta, enjoy the real Fruta, refreshing juice of every day is Fruta.
Fruta, juiced right.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. It is still hump day.
It is indeed.
It's Friday, Wednesday, February 16th.
Friday already.
I keep doing, she was the F in February and Friday keep messing me up. I don't understand. It's like the second time it happened. But one thing that I know we didn't mess up is the interview today. Inviting friend of the show, Enoete Inanga, to come and speak to us a bit about some stuff that he has going. That thing's good. Anyway, good morning.
Morning. Yeah, it's a wonderful day. It's Wednesday. I'm a bit sleepy.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I'm a bit sleepy. Hump day is just
But yeah. We look forward to the weekend where hopefully we can all get some rest. But I could say that about most people. I don't know if I could say that about you, because every time you come here, you have something else going on that is just so amazing. But what's up? What's happening? Talk to us.
So, I'm thinking that I am now what I would like to call a multi-dimensional entrepreneur.
Oh, there goes my son.
I like that.
That's where I think I'm headed, and with so much of my time being able to dream and to follow through, and sometimes to be foolish, to believe that certain things could work out, I can't help but continue to just push, and in a way trying to create value for as many people as possible.
All right.
And so all my exploits are in pursuit of that. How can I increase the value that people inherently have? You know?
All right. I know the last time you were here, we spoke a bit about your book. And that in itself was just such an amazing achievement. But now we're here to talk about a new project that you've started.
Yeah. So those of you who are close to me would know that over the past couple of weeks and past couple of months, I've been working on something that's different, something that is a lot dear to my heart because it was inspired by my daughter. So back in September, her school said that, for school you can wear a shirt for independence. You can wear anything, whatever. And so I decided to make a shirt for her. One of my graphic designer friends was supposed to help me with some design, and he wasn't able to. So I decided to just sit down and doodle and draw some stick figures. And it turned out to be a good hit. And so I went back home and I was like, okay, this is cool. And I realized that I've kept so many of her drawings, and I like tens of her drawings, like over 50 or more. So I said, let me just see if I can recreate another one of these. And I started to draw. I started to go on my computer and learn to draw over some of the things that she had done. And they started to come out, decent enough. I still was a bit of a novice. And I continued practicing. And I said, okay, maybe I can have this on her shirt. Maybe this can actually turn to something. And so I kept trying, kept drawing, kept learning. And then I ended up drawing about 10 drawings.
And this is digitally now, right?
Yeah,
this
digitally,
is now like on the computer.
On the computer, yeah.
Right.
And so she started to see what I was doing and then come home and Daddy, can you do this one? Can you do this one? And she kept giving me more work. And I said, okay, she's happy. It's inspiring her to go back and draw. Why don't I take that drive and see if I can inspire more children to do just this? And so I said, okay, I'm going to build a platform. I'm going to build a platform that's going to allow persons to submit art that has been done by children for me to digitize it. It's not a replica. I must tell you all, it is not a replica. It is a way of transforming.
It's an interpretation.
It's an interpretation leading towards a transformation. Seeing what your child has done and turning it into something that they feel is familiar in terms of what they would have seen on a cartoon on Netflix or on YouTube. So I'm creating these characters. They're coming to life. And every time I do one, I can't help but just feel inspired to continue doing it when I see the look on her face. And she comes home and she says, Daddy, can you do another one for me? And so I embarked on building this platform. And, you know, I launched it a couple weeks ago. It took me a lot of time, a lot of sleepless nights just to get it to where it is now. And so today's my first day where I'm brave enough to come and talk about it. And if you guys want to know what it's called Stophy, STOPHY.com. Facebook apparently is not allowing me to share that URL for whatever reason. So, but if you go on, there's a page. I put pictures. I put about 45 of the art transformations just this morning, so for you all to actually see it. And if you want to go on the website, you'll see a lot more about how it works and what you need to do. It's pretty simple. You just sign up and submit art, and then.
Okay. So just to really be concise about exactly what it is that this platform is and what it does, because we spoke about the inspiration for you and how it came about, but I'm listening to you and I go to your website, and why am I coming to your website? What is it that happens there?
It's a platform that allows you to submit art that has been done by your child, like on pencils and crayons or paint or whatever. And there's a transaction that takes place, and there's a submission, there's a deliverable. The deliverable is the transformation digitally. And what I'm trying to tell you all is, with a digital asset like that, it's transferable to anything you can think of. So
for instance, in the example that you gave, you were then able to take that digital asset and transform it into a shirt that she could wear to school.
We're taking it bigger than that. We're going to make him bags. So your child goes to the store and they say, I want Mickey Mouse. No, we're now having children who will be owning their art, their uniqueness in what they use it for, on their books, on their bottles, on their socks, on their masks, on their bed sheets, on their bath towels.
They own what it is what they're displaying. There's a connection to the stuff that they own now.
Yep.
Nice. I think this is such an amazing idea. I know we would have spoken about it, and you kind of blew my mind, especially because I'm very much interested in what seems to be a transformation of how we interact with the digital space, right? Where ownership is kind of like where everything seems to be going. So like I feel like this is so timely and well positioned, man. But you spoke about some of the ways in which, you know, kids could really just have that connection to the things that they own, whether it's like t-shirts, shoes, bags, bottles. That kind of blows my mind, to be totally honest.
Well, that's just the beginning. As you know, once you have digital assets, there's a lot more things that you can do. I'm not going to let all the cats out of the bag, but
got you.
We're building probably the largest repository of characters inspired by children.
Right.
I'm saying this again. We're building probably the largest repository of characters that are inspired by children and owned by children, having ownership of digital assets.
No, the thing for me is, Larry, if you are interested in certain developments digitally, right? And you follow the news, we recognize that there have been children who have been operating in this space who are now.
The Doodle Boy is one of them. Doodle Boy is a 12-year-old who got signed by Nike. And all he does is his art doesn't look, how do I put it? It's not art that you may draw it and say, oh, I can't draw well. I'm like, no, every art that you create is good. And he doodles, and all of a sudden now he's doing pretty well for himself. And you've had children younger who have earned a couple million just because of their ability to just put their creativity to use.
I think what is interesting for me is that sometimes we look at the creations of these children and we play it, we pass it off as just this hobby, like we don't recognize that there's value in this. I mean, the girl that I always use an example is Nyla Hayes, who created the long neckies. Like she's like 12 years old. She just made I think she just crossed $6 million for her art.
Wow.
And it's I showed this to somebody literally on the weekend. Like on Saturday, I was like, look, this is what children are doing right now. There's a guy who's 14 who I talk to on Instagram about his art, like, cause he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars. He's 14. I just message him out of the blue and start talking to him.
That's where we're heading. And shout out, thank you guys for having me on this show, because I just got a new registration. Just got an alert. Regine. Thank you.
Regine. Yes, Regine.
Yeah, Regine. Actually, what I was gonna say is the first 3 people who sign up and actually submit work will get the work done for 1 cent.
Hey, Regine. Well, congratulations.
So I will be charging 1 cent to the next 3 users. Just the next 3. I don't know if you will know you're the next. I'll be transparent. But the next 3 people who sign up and go find that piece of art that's on your wall that your child drew and check it out. Go to the website.
Yeah, that's what needs to happen.
Go to the website, actually. Look at the gallery. And if the same pictures out on the gallery are also on the Stuffy Facebook page and also on my Facebook page. And you will start to appreciate just what I'm talking about. It's hard to speak about this in words.
Yeah.
You have to see it. You have to see it. Some of the feedback I've gotten from people sound like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Someone says, I think it's a great idea. I can see this going on my child's wall. Another one said, I would love to get them printed. I can see it on my bedroom wall. Another one person says, you brought this to life. And it's been going good.
It's really rewarding. I think it really proves the value of your children's creative potential, right? A lot of times they doodle this, they draw this thing, and sometimes it's like, oh, that's what children do, like they draw things, but it has value to it, right? Because that creative power in itself, like that is like magic. You understand? The power to create is magical, right? And it really does have a value. So I could imagine persons who are able to use a service like Stuffy to really just be able to highlight just how valuable this creativity is.
Yep, and
concur. we have someone asking again, what is the website that they go to? Right.
Thank you for asking that question. I can't post it on Facebook because they're gonna delete it. So it's stophy.com. Stuffy. And I will give you the story about how I came up with that name right after this. But it's stophy. Or go to my page, Enoete, Enoete, and you'll see it on one of my links, one of my posts. You can see pictures there. It's actually on my display banner. Visit stuffy.com as a picture so that Facebook doesn't delete it.
Right.
And so check it out. Stuffy, stophy.com. Now, everyone's asking me, well, what does it mean? Well, it means what it is now. Imagination transformed. I came up with the name in 2013 when I had a way bigger idea for probably a large social networking platform, and it was too big to fail. too big. Sorry, it was going to fail because it was too big.
Right.
And so I held onto the domain and I was paying for it every year. And, you know, it was just this past year when I said, okay, I think it sounds childlike enough.
Mm-hmm.
The logo itself is a brilliant, vibrant combination of art that has been inspired by my daughter. So every element of the logo is alive and it's a character by itself. It's green, it's yellow, it's orange, well, reddish orange, blue, purple, and brown, and and then the elements, little bits and pieces that I've taken from what she's done. So with all of these elements, so for instance, we have about 45, we're 45 strong in the gallery at this point. And what I've been able to do on the homepage has art that my daughter has done, but I've picked different elements to create a scene that just works together. So once you have these digital elements, you no longer have to go to these websites looking for things you want to put in a picture or download or what. No, you have them there. They're transferable to do whatever you want to do. Children having birthdays coming up, what better way to give them a surprise than to say, oh, I'm going to make you a hoodie with your art on it.
You have a themed party, not with Mickey Mouse, not with, but with
Thank you.
With the characters
That's characters from your child.
Yeah.
Created by them. Why are we making Disney so rich when we can be enriching ourselves? And let me tell you something, right? We're building a marketplace for you. So you can have a marketplace. It's a service we will be offering, but you can have a marketplace with your child's art on anything.
Okay, bro. See, that is one of the things that takes it to a whole new level for me. Because just like we
just got another sign up. Yes. Thank you guys. This is amazing.
Yeah, man. Hey, big up to
Shout
the
out
family.
to Dorothy Mills.
Okay, nice.
Brilliant. So sign up, submit art, and we'll take. Remember, that's so far it's Regine and Dorothy, and the third one again, 1 cent.
1 cent.
1 cent.
You get your child's art digitized.
And it's only 1 cent because I think if you put zero,
it doesn't work.
It's not going to work. So I just wanted to make sure that the e-commerce platform knows that, okay, we're charging 1 cent.
Right.
Or the lowest. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But yeah, good stuff.
But yeah, so what you're saying is that just like how, the characters that our children see on TV, whether it is, you don't even know them, but the characters that we see on television and it resonates with us and our kids want to be a part of it, there's chance that your child's characters may resonate with someone else as well.
Thank you.
Right.
Now, let me let something else out the bag, because what essentially I'm building...
Island Tea exclusive.
What essentially, where this is headed, is a whole metaverse.
Oh, that's what I didn't know if you wanted to say it. That's why I was being so cautious with like what.
All of this is headed towards that direction. All I'm trying to build is a repository. I'm trying to build traction. I'm trying to create the value. And we can be a part of this process. And it's a movement that's taking place. The world right now is full of movements towards empowerment and emancipation.
Yep.
And so I'm saying emancipate yourselves from everything that you are doing to enrich other people who are already rich, and enrich yourself, both literally and holistically. And in the process, you're supporting an entrepreneur, a local son of the soil.
Right.
And all I'm trying to do is add value.
Right.
So you pay me to do the service, but it's an investment into your child.
Right.
It's an investment. And I'm also, let me let another cat out the bag. Yes, I'm also going to be including and hiring talented artists. The platform is built for that too.
Right, exactly.
So it's not just me who's going to be doing the illustrations. I'm the only one who is doing it to create the culture.
Transformations, yeah.
The culture is important because at the end of the day, the colors have to be right. When you look at a transformation, The colors have to be right. The lines have to look like a child still drew them.
Right.
It can't be too perfect. It
Right.
has to be perfectly imperfect.
Right.
So that it retains that childlike look and feel. And so I am creating that culture. And so as I'm recruiting talented illustrators who can take that and create a story out of it, I will be including those just to wean myself off of this while I push the business towards its hopefully success.
Yeah, I think you you said it. You have a thing. This is a thing. Right? This is a thing. And I mean, I'm wishing you more success. I'm really hoping to see more people take advantage of this type of service and what it is that you're offering. I think it, like you said, I think it really adds value to persons' lives. It adds value to the creativity of these children, and I believe that the possibilities. I don't even know if we are able to really fathom all the opportunities that could come out of what it is that you're building. And we're seeing things on the live, like I know you'd love. People talking about the metaverse, people talking about, of course, NFTs.
Yeah, that's the next thing.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, personally, like that's one of the things that I've been encouraging. Persons around me whose kids are, into art and stuff to really just explore that, that space. And this might be a way for them to get into just the idea of even ownership and digitization of their creations. So man, it's amazing. I mean, time is running us down, but anything you wanna add to what's been said?
I think we've pretty much done it. Just check out the website. We've had 2 people sign up so far as a result of this show, which is great. Made my day. And check it out. And if you know anybody who off your head was like, oh my gosh, this person would love this, share it with them.
Yeah, for sure.
And tell them something amazing is happening. It's new, and it's making a difference already. And you can be a part of that movement towards this generation of children having total ownership of digital assets from such an early age. And I will say that even though we're doing the work, we don't own the copyright, trade, everything belongs to your child.
Right.
Not us at all. It's a service we're providing.
Right.
That's it. And anything featured on the website is there by permission. And it's still a work in progress, but as we get more persons to sign up submitting work, it's just going to grow bigger and bigger, so.
Man, I personally want to encourage, those of you listening, to really just check out the website. Check it out. I think that's what's needed for you to really get a grasp of what it is that, Enoete has birthed here. I think you really have to just go and check out the website. I think it is
Stophy, STOPHY.com.
We actually have someone making a comment on the live saying, my company every year have the employees submit their kids' drawings or art. They then make a yearly calendar of these arts. This is then distributed to our offices in the U.S. and outside. It's great. And this is a speaking about recognizing the value of the creativity of the kids and different ways in which persons have already been using that to enrich the lives of people around. So Stuffy is definitely definitely something everyone needs to check out. Trust me, I'm literally here. I was here looking at the website, and Enoete had shared this with me some weeks back. I think it was. And it just totally blew my mind. I'm really happy for you and to see that
we had one more registration. Yes, let's shout out the person.
Who is it?
Let's shout out the person. We should just have the person is Gawain.
Oh,
Gawain Freights. Yay!
Gawain, big up yourself.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah,
that's a big one. People is very, very huge. Before we go, I just want to also add that I've had people tell me that their children are writing little books and they would like their children to illustrate the books through Stuffy. And so that is a whole other value add.
avenue. And I told you, I think what you have here, I don't even know if you have a full grasp of all the possibilities. I think the possibilities will come as it continues to grow, man.
Transform. So the three persons are Regine, Didi, and Gawain. So y'all get your transformations done for 1 cent.
Imagine that.
1 cent.
Guys,
brilliant.
Congratulations to you guys. And for those of you who have not yet signed up, get on the website, check it out. I know you would want to be a part of this whole movement and evolution. Yeah, do your kids a favor, man. Be an amazing parent.
Yes.
Or uncle. Or aunt.
A person.
Yes. An amazing person. I mean, Enoete, thank you so much for coming and sharing this with us, man. It's always a pleasure when you come in and hang out with us, man.
Yeah, there's more to come, man.
I know. Trust me, I know. And I'm looking forward to it.
I'm working on the next thing, so yeah, hopefully.
I'm really looking forward to it, man. And more success to you, man. Really hoping that this exceeds even your own expectations.
Hoping.
Just really hoping that people really understand exactly just how powerful this could be. Thanks again, man.
Brilliant.
All right, man.
Later.
Jade, we gotta leave. We gotta go. We gotta listen back, man.
Yes, today is Wednesday, which means we have the Island Archives podcast coming up right after we get off the air. Then Voices at 11. We also have DJ Coffee with Conscious Business at 3.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have today? Music. We have things. Just stick and stay. You're gonna find out for yourself.
Yeah, guys. It's been a great show, Jade. I had a good time. Big up to all the people that joined us on Facebook, YouTube, as well as WinMedia SKN, or on the radio at 98.9. All the callers that called in, all you guys who've been on the live, like I love the community that we're building right here. An Island team, man. Like you guys make this thing worthwhile. Y'all make me waking up and coming here even when I'm tired. Like. Yeah, something to look forward to. Just being a part of what you guys have going on here. So thank you so much for being a part of this. And we're gonna see you guys again tomorrow.
Yes.
And remember, guys, spend more time living your content than posting it, unless you're going to Stuffy and then doing something and transforming it. And also, guys, remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See you guys tomorrow.